Hello viewers, welcome back. Today we continue with free energy research. What is on the menu today is Supyach Sivas Hanumogam permanent magnet motor or magnet motor. So this is a very interesting motor. If you go back to my channel and search the videos, you can find the Mark Brady and also the Christopher Gitzen, and you will find very similar approach. So basically they are very similar motors, but you can check this one and you will see it's much more simpler than the other two. So Mike Brady is more complicated and the Christopher Gitzen, it's not that complicated, but you can check it. So about this Supyach motor, I have to thank my colleague, so other YouTube creator, Abba Coil. So this is the link to his channel, and you can go to his channel and subscribe. He has some interesting videos as well, and I hope to be in touch with him more often. And thanks to him you'll be seeing many interesting patents in the near future. So he shared with me some things, and I thank him once again, Abba Coil. You can subscribe to him. And not waste any time here, let's see what Supyach prepared for us and how his magnetic motor should work.
Alright, so this is the Supyach magnetic motor or permanent magnet motor. So yeah, from the first sight, it's really simple. And it really is when you look at it this way, just the stator and rotor on some support, and that's it, you will see. But I think what's difficult here, and you will see very soon, is how to prepare the stator and rotor to be able to embed the permanent magnets inside. Of course, this housing, so this is the outside housing, so the stator housing and the rotor itself, they have to be including these screws which hold the magnets. You will see they need to be from the magnetic shielding material. So that is what is stated in the patent, and it should be the same as is done in the Christopher Gitzen and the Mark Brady permanent magnet motor. So let me hide. So for the first for the beginning, I will put that into X-ray so that you will see what's inside. Okay, so this is now the setup of this magnetic motor. You see, we have now this is the rotor, stator, and then there is a rotor. Now this other part here, very hard to select in this way, but generally that's it. If I just select the stator, you will see now that it's not easy to drill this kind of holes in this housing. You should split it in half, I think, and then join it together later, because if you have you cannot do this with the with the drill or I don't know, CNC machine to try this. It's very difficult, and you can see that each hole which holds the magnets has also these holes which go through for the fixation of the magnet itself. So that's the stator. The stator is, I would say, rather complicated to design and to build, but this is the way it should be. And you see, if we get now the perpendicular look, it should be specific angle on which this hole should be drilled. So that's the first point. So as we can see, we have 11 magnets on the stator, and now let's go to the rotor. Okay, if I select now just the rotor, so that's it. Now difference between stator and rotor is that you can see that we have only 10 magnets we have on the stator. So that's the key here, like in other two motors. The rotor should have less magnets, so that only in one position, so this on the top, these are now fully facing each other, magnets, and then every next will do so in the 1 millisecond after or something like that, when this starts to spin. So that's it. So the difference between stator and rotor, that we on the rotor have 10 magnets instead of the 11 magnets on the stator. And this is of course not limited to this amount. It also can be done with many other arrangements, 25 with 24 or 25 with 23 probably. I don't know. This should work in this way. So if I go now back to the normal view, I will try to hide stator, including the rotor, so you get the feeling of these magnets. Hide the object. So now these are the magnets, and you can see that just these two on the top are fully perpendicular one to the other. Even the next one, or this one, it's already not. Yeah? And of course, what is to expect here, like in any other magnetic motor, is that this will stop somewhere in between. Yeah? So between those two magnets, you see, especially because they are the like poles now facing each other, between this one and this one, that this would stop somewhere here in between. What's the key here, and what should stop this is the magnetic shielding material. So magnetic shielding material should overcome or should lessen this opposing magnetic flux, not to stop the rotor from spinning. Yeah? And what's here also, let me unhide, important to mention is that you know, when what's also written in the patent is, when you see there is a lot of magnets here, and we have the big rotor. Yeah? So the rotor is pretty big, yeah? And the rotor also acts as a flywheel. So that's the second. So we should probably start this motor with some, because it when it's not running, it would stop somewhere, I think, in between. But when we let's say push it with the starter motor, yeah, then this rotor should act as a flywheel, yeah, because it has some mass, I don't know, 50 kilos, 10 kilos, depending on the size of the motor. And when it starts, yeah, he already has some momentum, some torque, yeah, and this would help this not to stop. Yeah. But the key in the end, I think, it's only the magnetic shielding material, and then this should work as per description in the patent. So that's basically it. This is really similar to the Mike Brady and Christopher Gitson magnetic motor. You can check it on my channel again, so you will see. This one, it's really simple and I think cheap to replicate with not too much magnets. And only thing difficult here, it should be design of the or should get the specific molds to create this type of stator and rotor with magnetic shielding material. So thank you for watching. Until next video, bye bye.